Okay, troops, let's do this. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, what other time zone you're in, doesn't really matter. Good to have your company today. Big shout to you all for joining us tonight. Got a very special stream as the launch of Love Wins, so we're going to play lots of that and talk about that. Of course, have Empress hopefully on the line, thanks to technology. I'm sure she's floating about somewhere, man. But before I get everybody on and started, I need to know a couple of things. I need to know who's locked in. I need to know where you're at tonight so we can shout you out. And also let us know if you can hear us okay, see us okay, that type of thing. You know what I mean? So we can do this right tonight, folks. So hit us up in the comments. That's a couple of things I need before we move forward. I need to know where you're at tonight. I'm switch that off. I need to know where you're at tonight. And also, I need to know favourite track for Empress's brand new album that's dropped today. You should all have one. So drop that in the comments right now. And let's play a wee track right now. Let's play a little track. In fact, let's play the realist track we just played the beat for there, and we'll get M on straight after that. So leave a comment. Keep them coming, and I'm just going to go to the screen share bit and do this. Still learning this stuff. It's been a while since I've done a podcast, so I'm forgetting how it works again. But I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? So let me know if it sounds good, you can see it's okay. And also let me know where you're at tonight. It's really important now. Let's drop the track.
In the time of ancient gods, warlords, and kings, a land in turmoil cried out for a hero. She was Empress.
Watch me go, you don't flow, I know so. Come in slow and I hit them low. I said I'm a blow, watch me go. You don't flow, I know so. I come in slow and I hit them low. I stack my notes and I wrap my quotes. The realist just walked in the room. The realist just walked in the room. Who? Me. The realist just walked in the room. The realist just walked in the room. Got a bit forward where the jewels can match. That's a creepier drip the way I pull in the cash. I zoom right past, stupidly fast. That's me in the Uber where you're booing the back. She said she wants to move to the flat. And who am I to argue with a booty like that? So the two of us dash to the room and we crash. Get the phones off too, pull a cue up the stash. Breasty, frozen timepiece to the bangles. Spit so potent, heat down to the angles. Pick so dope, nice light angles. Hit your throat with next rhymes. I handle, dismantle the fake shit. Real shit, watch me take it. I don't need to front when it comes to this. I'm the realest, I naturally make it. I said I'm a pro, watch me go. You don't flow, I know so. I come in slow when I hit them low. I stack my notes and I wrap my quotes. The realest just walked in the room. The realest just walked in the room. Who? Me. The realest just walked in the room. The realest just walked in the room. Never left, but I'm back snatching wigs. There's only 4 heads, turn up at your actual gigs. It's down to fake followers and fake views. And I can't hate yous, cause it's true that you're fake news. I don't rate yous, it's hard to relate. Cause I come hard, you're plastic and fake, no wait. You're drastic and bait, no wait. You're the hazard to state, no wait. You call that a mixtape, I call that trying your best. You're still no great, but trust it's all love, I ain't still no hate. Flipping through grates as I'm breaking through crates. I'd appreciate it if you hold it down. The realest just walked in the room. I'd appreciate it if you hold it down, cause the realest just walked in the room. I said I'm a pro, watch me go. You don't flow, I know so. I come in slow when I hit them low. I stack my notes and I wrap my quotes. The realest just walked in the room. The realest just walked in the room. Who? Me. The realest just walked in the room. The realest just walked in the room. I'd appreciate it if you hold it down. The realest just walked in the room. I'm riding these waves to get saving these tunes. The realest just walked in the room. Your favourite is kid, he's no coming back soon. The realest just walked in the room. Who? Me. The realest just walked in the room. The realest just walked in the room.
And that's how it starts, as you should know by now, good people of the world and beyond. Let me see if we can bring Empress in a moment. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. How you doing, Emma? You good? Great. Can't hear you at the moment, but you can hear me. That's kind of cool. Let me know in the comments if you can hear Empress. I can't hear it at the moment, but we'll sort that out. I can see you. That's cool. Half the battle is getting you here, and we're on, and we're doing it, and we're streaming to the world. And there's going to be some technical stuff to get us, to test us, to keep us moving. You know what I mean? Cool, but I still can't hear you, Emma. But I don't know if you're saying much though. No, we're not getting anything from you at the moment, Em. Not getting anything from you at the moment. Do you have a mic plugged into your computer? Okay, let's see if we can sort Emma's volumes out at the moment. I like the t-shirt though, big shout out to St. Pauli. Yeah, man. So you can hear me, that's cool. We'll get Emma's mic sorted in a wee second too. So let me play another song. But let me go through a couple of shout outs now while we're doing that. So big shout to my man Scott. He's in the building. Good shout. Empress is doing a mic check at the moment. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Technical things in it. Technical things. Big shout to my man Jam. He says hashtag love wins. That is a move at the moment. Definitely that. Love does win. Pardon me. I'm having a couple of cans and it is the launch party of Empress album. I've not had any beer in ages, and tonight I bought 4 and I've drunk 1.5. But that's sometimes what I need after about 6, maybe 7 weeks. And I don't drink anyway, really. Maybe 1 or 2 a week. Why am I saying that? I don't want anybody to judge me on the stream tonight. That's all. Big shout out to the Authentics and the building. Big love to yous. Big shout out to my man Westo in the building. Always good to hear and see you, Westo. Hope the farm's good. Big shout out to me, wanting to know how it sounds. Big shout out to me again. Big shout out to the Scant Squad. Let me know it sounds good. Being a fellow hip hop producer, I appreciate that. The Scant Squad. Yeah, man, defo. Big shout out to my man Wardo. He's let me know it sounds good. Big shout out to Hamish. He's looking forward to Empress. Big shout out to Anita. So we're sounding good at mind. Just need to see what's going on with Empress's setup. We're going to play a couple of wee tunes anyway tonight, so that'll give me a wee chance to play them right now. Probably have a couple of special guests coming by the stream too. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to my man Scott, aka DJ Saw, in the building. Let's get back into the tunes at the moment. And while I'm doing that, let me know your favourite song from the album Loved Ones.
People say, yes, 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 yes. Life comes and it hits you with fast, man. I just hit it with the yes, yes, yes. All my people say, yes, 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 yes. People say, yes. Life comes and it hits you with fast, man. I just hit it with the yes, yes, yes. All my people say, told you that, I get that. I told you that I keep it true when it says it'll have an impact. I do believe it will, and it's only natural that cunts want to hate it. But when the beat bangs like this, you know the stage G made the MC that then they played it back to back in them clips. This kingdom music gets you high without the hassle of them drugs. I stay baffling thugs, cause I'm handy with my hugs. No gats and no slugs, I just battle them with love. I keep it all the way I hunter, with the way I live, no one. I mean my girls, my ones and twos, a couple of tens, a couple of stannos. It's not the elephant in the room, it's the motherfucking lion, bitches. You're the elephant in the room, cause you're motherfucking lying, bitches. I you lied, I keep it live, I commit murders. My guys on my side and I'm not talking about brothers. Shoot straight from my waist and I'm not talking about runners. You're bent out of shape and my shit slaps like a tunnel. People say, yes, 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 yes. People say, yes. Life comes and it hits you real fast, man. I just hit it with the yes, yes, yes. All my people say, yes, 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 yeah. People say, yes. Life comes and it hits you real fast, man. I just hit it with the yes, yes, yes. All my people say, I'm just a hard-working, mad, grafting, not scratch that. I'm more than what you think I am. I'm cracking, you can't hack that. Back chaps and fat chaps, that just makes me laugh at. How come you're so lit if you can't even match that? Talent and passion, because with me you can't get past that. Your ego's got a hold, you need to get a grip and grasp that. I'm after that, and that's that bullshit you're on. Cause see, there's levels to the shit. We don't spit similar songs. Hold up, I get a grip in my wad and you get a grip and be gone. If I didn't have this rapping talent, then I'd probably be gone. But I'm on something different, so fuck what you heard and what you think, just give it up. Yeah, I'm picky, I'm choosy, I am so fickle, so bougie. I'm in a triggered position like my fingers on the Uzi. Maximum capacity, brains working like I'm Lucy. Smack the wag, right after you, I truly bruise you. All my people say, yes, 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 yes. All my people say, yes. Life comes and it hits you real fast, man. I just hit it with the yes, yes, yes. All my people say, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, people say, yes. Life comes.
Okay, let's try this again, then.
Man, I just hit it with the
let's try this,
yes,
folks.
yes. All my people say.
Empress there from the album Loved Ones, but you know that. Yes, yes, yes. Can I see a yes, yes, yes in the comments, please? Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Well, hey, people are going about the new. I can see the pirate back in the building, so let's see if we can maybe get some beautiful sound happening too. Empress, how you doing? Can see you. Still can't hear you, I'm afraid. Still can't hear you, I'm afraid. But the mic does look good. The mic does look good. She's doing sign language at the moment, which is pretty interesting. We can interpret that. I think that sign language should be back in a couple of minutes. So I guess we'll try and sort that out and get Empress back in the building in a wee minute's time. Means I get to talk about something that I want to talk about anyway. Something I think is really important was how a couple of weeks ago a lot of our community got together to do something to support basically the black community, the ethnic minorities, and basically minorities in general. And they done it through donating a song to an album, which I asked them about, and I didn't get any problems from anybody. Everybody just came forward very, very quickly, and donated some of their best work. So I want to just say big love to everyone in the community for that. Proud moment for sure. And keep sharing that link, because I think at the moment we've raised about £700 for that charity, the CRER. And they're certainly thankful for that. And that will help them to do, even if it just pays their bills for a couple of months, for a month, or whatever it is, then it's brilliant. Scottish hip hop artists paid for that. And I guess that's what it's all about. It's hip hop artists about changing things and looking to improve our communities. So I'm going to play a couple of tracks for that tonight. And I feel like, hey, let's play a track for that right now. Since you're all in the building, make sure you have supported it. If you've bought it, an amazing thing, thank you very much. If you've not bought it, then that's cool, because it's money, and not a lot of money's going about it now. That's cool. I get it, I feel that, but spread the love, share the link. Somebody with money might see it and they might buy it and put it to a good cause as well. So let's check out a couple of tracks for that. Let's see what we've got on it. It's a great album, 21 tracks deep. It's going to be hard to pick. In fact, straight away I'm going for Shogun's track. Big shout out to Shogun for blessing us with his new single on the album. Shout out to you, Joe, for this.
Hey, yeah. Nah, they don't even know how far I'm willing to go. Bear the brunt of a lot of pain, gotta let it go. Hearts in a figure four, and I only let it show when I talk to microphones, buried that up in my soul. Sitting in Piccadilly broke, stepping on the road's best, no it gets cold, but some man have got heat in a coat. Get caught, then the judge gonna beat them in court. Fuck the system, fuck a snitch and fuck a witness, can't live with them. Now if you can't sympathise, then I can't ask for forgiveness. Man, what is this? Family on my hit list, leaving the road gradually. Music keep on grabbing me, holding my own, standardly broken alone. Agony causing me constant tragedy. Comedy that you're mad at me for being who I have to be. I clock the causality. They don't even know. They don't even know. They don't even know how far I'm willing to go. Oh, they don't even know. They don't even know. They don't even know how far I'm willing to go. Best step back from me. You're confusing my confidence with vanity. Ballesteros on a beat, this is absent-minded balladry. And the music industry has made a psychopath of me. You don't own no part of my soul, you can't fathom me. Land a shot, but just know you never stagger me. Nah, you didn't want a part of me when I was on my fucking ass, so leave it in the fucking past. I spoke to God and lost my faith. I'm gonna die, but fuck it, it's not today. I will do my best to be the bigger man and walk away. Ain't got a pot to piss in, but I got a lot to say. Pour a fucking bottle whenever I'm at your grave. See myself whenever I look at my brother's face. I remember being his age, low pack, bottle of wine, tongue like a switchblade. They don't even know. They don't even know. They don't even know how far I'm willing to go. Oh, they don't even know. They don't even know. They don't even know how far I'm willing to go. Best step back from me. You're confusing my confidence with vanity.
Big shout to Shogun, absolutely smashing this.
And the music industry has been that psychopath for me. You don't own no part of my soul, you can't fathom me. Land a shot, but just know you never stagger me. Nah, you didn't want a part of me when I was on my fucking ass, so leave it in the fucking past. Back for me, using my quality. There was on a part to me. And the music is that cycle. You don't own no tool, you can't land that show. You never stop. You part of me when walking off, so let it pass.
There you go, big thanks from Shogun there watching. Great hook as well, man. I think that's my favourite Shogun tune. That's saying something, because the boys got tunes, as you know. Let's see if we can get Empress back. Before that, I'm going to check out some of the comments, the shout-outs as well, because I appreciate it. I don't want to be fighting, I'm sitting here myself all night. I want to talk to another human. That's the part of the podcast I love the most at the moment through lockdown, the interaction. And I feel like if it's a launch party, if it was like butter, then I'd see all your faces. So I feel like even sharing the link in the comments so some of you can pop on and chat to me and see yous and get some live feedback on the album. So I think I'm going to do that in a second, you know what I'm saying? So if you're up for that, give it a wee shout. But let's try Empress again and see what's happening with her. I can see she's on a different a different camera now. That's cool. Empress, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Well, that means CCTV in the building, man. Make sure you go screen that album, man. Stream that all day, man. Spotify, all that stuff, man. I got freestyle, man.
Straight away, we need to mute that because it's just a rabble of noise. I appreciate the energy, but they can bring it back a bit. But there's plenty of time for all that tonight. Don't squeeze a million adverts into the first 5 seconds of the working bit of the mic. It's cool, John. It's cool, Jamie. Good to see you as well. Emma, how you doing? You good?
I'm good. How are you? I'm good.
Good. There's a little
You look
delay.
shocked. Are you alright?
Aye, good. I'm shocked. No, I'm not even shocked. I'm just chilling tonight, actually. A bit. A bit half cut. No, I'm not even shocked. Not even shocked. Happy that you're there now. I was thinking for a minute I was going to just have to do this lonesome tonight, to be honest, and I thought that'll be interesting, a launch party on my own.
No, I wouldn't.
But no, I know that. But you know, I do radio every day, and I thought I'm falling back into that mode. That sort of. I don't want that. I want the human interaction. So, how does it feel to have your album out? Speak about it, if you don't mind, please. And speak about it and give us a human voice.
Aye, it's mental. It's mad. It's good. It feels like it's released. It's out there now. It's done. So that's it. Aye.
It's amazing.
Don't put me in the spot like that. Get me off the camera.
That's part of being on the podcast, isn't it? It's the launch part. It's getting to see people know what to see me and hear me. They want to hear you and hear what you've got to say. And plus, I'm one or two beers deep now, so I'm getting raucous right now, pal.
Yes.
Not really, but you know.
Live your best life.
You know that's what it is. It's album launch party today, so I thought, you know what, a few beers. It's one of the hottest days of the year. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And I can see Jams. He's probably 5 sheets to the wind already.
No.
I love that. No.
Big jump down, man. Come on down. Honestly, jump down.
I'm quarantined, I'm afraid. You know what I mean? I'm quarantined.
Don't be checking.
Come on down, man.
It's history, man.
Family.
I've got things I've got to look after. I'm afraid. You know what I mean? I'm fucking.
I'll pay your taxi, man. I'll pay your taxi. One down. Don't worry about it. Not tonight. I'm afraid. You know what I mean? But that time is coming soon. I think we're coming to the end of that quarantine shit and getting to that point where it's time to get back to a bit of normality. Get back to see folk. Get back into the studio, day things, and keep it moving again. I certainly missed that over the last 3 months. What does your t-shirt say?
It says, what do you think it says?
Yes, man. I love it. Yes,
representing, just representing. You know what I mean? And I know your t-shirt represents as well, so big shout out to you for that.
Exactly, man. See,
you know what I mean?
We're on that ESP. Love it.
That's it. These days, it's important to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for it. You know what I mean? So stand up and be counted, because we need to stand up these days and be counted for sure. You know what I mean? So I get. I need to see his wee face. How can I not see Jam's wee face as well?
Preach, Steve. You're the sage. You're asking to, man. Oh, don't I let you see it?
I need to see. There you go.
Oh, God.
There you go. Mad work. You know what I mean? Mad work.
No, we're not. We're not. Can't speak for the boys, but we're definitely not. So there you go.
I can smell the buckfast from here. You know what I mean?
Not me. You know me. I'm strictly innocent. I'm very innocent with my water there.
Nah, I know that. I respect it. So let's talk music. No talk pish. You know what I mean about being pished. But we can do that later as we get pished, or I get pished, because I've got a few anyway. Tenants, local classics, you know what I'm saying?
It's enough to get me mad with it, so that'll do.
Aye.
Anyway, so let's talk about the album. How long? I know these things, right? So it feels a bit weird asking you these things, but for the people who don't know, tell us a wee bit about the process. When did it really sort of start?
When did it start? When did we start making it?
Yeah.
Last year, definitely last year, just after the In Between. I think we'd not even finished that yet, and we'd started already talking about working on it. Yeah.
Okay. Any idea when last year that was? Because my head's like a sieve these days.
So it's fine. This time last year, February. I remember there at March. That's right. It's because it was there In Between at the Barras. That's right. So it was around that time for sure, and we ended up going into the studio not long after that. So God, that's been a while.
Cool. So a lot, just over a year, really.
Mm-hmm.
Lockdown slowed it down quite a bit. Being honest, we had planned for a February launch initially, and then we were held back a wee bit, and then the coronavirus came, and it was just basically, can you bring out music at the moment? What do you do? Do you feel like bringing out music? Do the people want music? But there was a lot of things to think about back then. You know what I mean? But it's good. It's good that to keep some normality going.
Aye, that's true. I mean, it's one of these. You wonder, do you sit on something and wait it out because you don't know how long it's going to be before things.
Exactly. And the people need it. The people need good music, and it's all about. It's a positive album. So spread the love. People could definitely do with that love right now for sure. You know what I mean? Let me check some of the comments and see if the people are hearing you as well. Okay, and see what they're saying. So check your screen for the feedback and see what's going on. Okay, pardon me if I'm riffing a lot tonight, and I hate to do that. Especially, I don't hate to do it. It's not like I'm a pure gentleman or nothing, but I'm on a camera and all that, and I don't like to be on a camera or talking like this.
No,
I'm drinking attendance, and that's what happens. Respect it. They just accept it. Big shout to Nunny Boy. He's locked in from the Shire. Big shout to my man Nunny. Nunny, I had a phone call the other day from the legend that is Kev, aka Gizmo, who phoned me while I was sitting chilled in Elder Park in Govan, and it was beautiful to catch up with Kev. I'm looking forward to catching up with him soon. Shout out to you, Nunny Boy. Shout out to Westo, he's chilling out on lockdown in Ballock. Nice bit of the country to be on lockdown in for sure. Shout out to Scant Squad, he's spreading that love to Nunny Boy. Nunny's here for the party, yes, man. Nunny's here for the party, man. Big shout out to Oliver, he knows that cunts get slapped. What's that, cunts get slapped? Tell us what is that?
What is it? It's a song, a song that I made. Do you like it?
Of course I do. Tell us what inspired it. Tell us what inspired that one. For instance, you know what I mean? Hook, we all relate to the feeling. Tell us what inspired that for you, though.
So, well, I'll need to watch how much I say about this, but basically, so I got mugged on the way home from my work one night years ago, and it was a knife. I was involved in all that stuff, and because I know, man, but because he tried to, do you know what I mean, stab me, and he tried to get right to me and steal my bag, and it wasn't happening, and just I ended up doing him worse over. I ended up almost like I had to go and speak to his lawyer and avoid getting charged in self-defence, which was mental. But at the time, I just didn't really process it, and then I got round to sort of thinking about it and thinking about how mental it was, and then I wrote about it, and that was it really. And I think the third verse describes that, where I'm saying to the judge and saying to like, the police, why am I getting, you know, and cunts get slapped, really? Do you know what I'm saying? So,
how would you describe your rap style as an MC? How would you describe yourself?
I'm getting told I'm old school, but I'll take that as a compliment. No, I don't know.
Tell them I'm asking you. Tell them to fuck up. You know what I mean? I can't even see them. I'll talk to them in a bit. Behave, troops. I want to hear them at the moment. Okay, respect.
I don't know. Do you know that's probably a question I'd ask you, because you've got more experience dealing with working with MCs and
do know that, I'd probably ask you, because you would have a better answer, I think. My answer would maybe be based on a bit of ego and what I would want to think. What would you say?
No, that's a hard one. You just threw it back. They say never answer a question with a question. They say that's the height of rudeness in pure politics. You know what I mean? To answer a question with a question. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm not 100% sure what your influences would be. But obviously, I hear some of the strong female MCs with a swagger in them, such as like Missy. You know what I mean? For sure. And I know female MCs cover a lot of different styles and voices. There's a wide variety of female MCs. But for me, I would say you're influenced by like people like Missy. I'm going to say I've got a little bit of Nikki in there as well. People that have got that yeah, I've got some balls to my rhymes here, if you know what I mean by that.
No, I will. Influence-wise, I thought you just asked me what kind of MC that I would call myself. Like aggressive, dope, laid back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's what you were asking, but influence-wise, I'm influenced by everybody. I know that's a really cliche answer, but female-wise, Roxanne Shante, there's so many, Lauryn Hill, Radiga, like there's so many.
Big shout to Radiga, I love Radiga. She's got quite spoken, and some of her rhymes are pure filth. You know what I mean as well. Filth and quite erotic. I've got my Steg Exotic name tonight, by the way. I don't know why. Just thought, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's too much fucking lockdown.
Nah, exactly.
So Roxanne Shante was a female MC that I grew up listening to. You know what I mean? One of the first MCs I was heavy inspired by. Other female MCs I like is Tunnels, man. You know what I mean? Like the recent Rhapsody shit was phenomenal. You know what I mean as well.
Amazing. She's
amazing. Lots of them, and I'm not going to be able to think of them all at the moment. But it's not about them; it's about you tonight. I'm not trying to make any comparisons. I'm trying to get to talk about who you are, so that people can know the person behind the album and the person behind the lyrics and the songs, so people can maybe appreciate it at a different level. Do you know what I mean by that, Em?
It's really simple. I'm me, and what you see is what you get.
Ta-da! Okay, there you go.
It's really, I keep it real, keeping it all the way real. That's what we do around here. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're all about. You know, like yourself, Steg. That's why we've got an affinity, because we all just keep it real, man. That's the way you have to be. You know what I mean? You can't front, you can't fake on it. You just got to keep it real.
True. Scott says his favourite tune on the album's "Oh Shit, This Is the Funkiest Shit." Beats the monster on M suits the laid back beats like nobody's business. M smashed it. Yeah, funkiest one. Funkiest shit. We didn't call it that, did we? We called it something else in the end. What did we call it, Emma, in the end?
Oh no, we ended up calling it the funkiest.
Oh, cool. The album's just fresh out there today, so we're still coming up with it, and it was everything's a little bit rusty these days due to lockdown and stuff like that. Big shout to Nunny and Scat Squad. They have their little bromance tonight. I love it. Big shout to Michael. He's checked in. Big shout to you, bro. Big shout to Scott. He likes Yas and Grafton from the album. Big shout to you.
Nice one.
About Yas with the flame emojis. Big shout to Benny Breaks in the building. Benny Breaks says, "What's up, Steg? Glasgow born and bred, shouting from London. It's very hot down here. It's melting tonight in Glasgow. So, I'm pure melting tonight. Although my heating might be on. And my house is weird like that, and it just sometimes happens." Big
up everybody that's like that's tuned in, and I appreciate all the love for real. Sorry, I'm just a wee bit slow. I've been smoking cigarettes. No, but I'm a wee bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a bit mellow tonight, Steg. But I appreciate the love and the support, like for real. Thank you so much to everyone. Honestly.
Well, let's play a track from the album right now, and so the people can get a wee breather, and we'll come back and chat after that.
Cool.
In fact, let's play the video from the track we just wrote with Loki. Tell us about this track, Ian.
Right, I'm going to be really honest. Don't hate me.
Of course.
Right, no, I don't know. Is Darren tuned in?
I don't know. You need to tell me. Darren said he would have loved to come on tonight. This time of night, clashes with his baby sitting.
It's all love. It's much love. But I'm going to be really honest, because I'm keeping it real. I did actually say to you that I didn't think a collab with me and Loki would sound dope, because I actually thought, in my ignorance, that it would sound like we were shouting at one another. because we're quite similar. Do you know what I mean? Like in the sense of like being very outspoken and being sort of very raw when we get on the mic. But you and your infinite wisdom made that happen. Do you know what I mean? You made that come together with me being a wee bit softer on it and Darren just going full pelt. And when you sent me the verse back, I was just, my jaw hit the floor. You know what I mean? And if you're going to get bodied in your own song, you need to get bodied by Darren McGarvey. Do you know what I mean? So...
Yeah, big shout out to Loki, man. Loki's part of the family, part of the team for sure, man. He's down to support us 100%, man. And likewise for him. When I first made the beat and you put your verse on it, I just heard Darren on it. Always heard Darren on it, and even before I gave it to Darren, I knew Darren was going to rap on it. But he just absolutely smashes it, like you say. Don't think he bodies you, but it's one of Loki's best verses, you know what I mean? The venom, the poetry, the fire, the intricacy, the flow, and also equally sandwiched with some talented verses and flows for yourself, Em. So let's rock this track just now.
Nice one.
Run it.
You reap defeat, but my run is plannable. Eat the beat, I'm a living cannibal. I don't mess with these bleating sheep, but I fucks with my spirit animals. Manicure at that face hole. Man, I should know his place though. Long hair, just don't care. Don't get pressed about my nose hole. Fuck, I look like I'm too real for you. Any roads, my heavy flows and my mental prose. I dedicate my head to those. Bend the flows and chill it down. You must be choking, ho. Spit rip right and think like me, nah. You must be joking, ho. I'm on it though, I'm on a roll. You wish you had this drip. I'd go toe to toe, it's no worth it though. When the shoe size doesn't fit, I am confident. I'm that condiment. It puts a kick up in your dish. Now I'm pondering while you're on a tongue when you're spitting all that pish. So go and tell me something new. Tell me what it do. You must be tripping too. I said, tell me something new. What it really do? That news that isn't true. And tell me something new. Tell me what it do. You must be tripping too. I said, tell me something new. What it really do? The lying and to who?
My life is just pieces of paper, the beats like a stapler, bringing an order, a shape and a signature to my demeanour, a saviour, relieving my devious nature. I needed a craver, the warmth and the feeling I'm safer. The freedom for danger, the fear recedes like a glacier, creating unspeakable mania. I'm a bad lover, a better son, a mad brother. Sailing the top pieces of the self on a notebook with a hardcover. Paper for seals, butcher's pencil with a black rubber. For my rudder, dropping the anchor and plowing the depths of despair in my red she can't recover. Submersed, ego sore. If only the waves could have swept me away. Two sheets to the wind, watching people roar. Climate cacophonous, waving and suffer crescendo. He settles some feeble scores. I never really needed to compose. Washed up, well I'm riding a tide of the people adoring. It's casting an ominous shadow and all the bravado upon the receding shore. Shallow wee fucks who drown to the day that they accept I'm a little too deep to ignore. I come with a message I found in a bottle. I truth shook me in my code and I warn you the crystal's as clear as the righteous path I'm moving to beat to your door. They put their faith in me so I got off on my knees and vehemently swore it was that I would seek to restore. They ain't holding their breath and I'm hoping it keeps me afloat. Wrestling the flotsam and jetsam. Desperate for oxygen, I need the harbour to park all the thoughtless aggression. Sailors knots of detention. Charting up close for a fog, I was missed as a child. Now upon you a storm is descending. Run for the hell, you're a drop on the level. And I burn on the ocean upon which your rivers are all intersecting. Troubled water, not for testing. You're a drift boy, I'm above board. Your ship's ahoy, I'm your tugboat. You can borrow my moral compass, it sounds like you boys have all lost your direction. Fire a warning shot across my bow and it looks like caught in settings. I may be long in the tooth, but may behave. Even when I'm just dipping my fucking toe in, I still make waves.
And tell me something new. Tell me what it do. You must be tripping too. I said, tell me something new. What it really do? That news that isn't true. Plum pricks like sword cocks. I hit the baddest for sports socks. Cunts want to throw that in me. They can't be fucked to get their clothes washed. Locked up, it's a sore cause. Puts that life in whole pause. So shout out to my real ones from Seaville to Low Moss. Shorties on my WhatsApp. No, I never heard no what's that. Cool, just put it in the diaries. And I hate them needing a jaw slap. Got them all like all crap. Now hanging off my boss sack. So all your two-faced fucks and snakes can jump off my clip and fall back. I'm on that, you're a wrong track. I'm that fire in the booth. From small sails to tall tales, the lion here's the proof. From the roof to the tooth, and every time they open their mouth, I told cunts it's just no use. Better I fucked up in the house, I boost. tell me something new. Tell me what it do. You must be tripping too. I said, tell me something new. What it really do? That news that isn't true. And tell me something new. Tell me what it do. You must be tripping too. I said, tell me something new. What it really do? The lying unto who?
Make sure you check that if you've not checked that already. Featuring Loki, of course, from the new album Love Wins. Empress in the building virtually tonight. Big shout out to Em. You still good? Can't hear you now, Em. You're giving me a fright. Giving me a frighten.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I can hear Jamie, man. I can hear you. Big shout out to Jamie. Jamie's got the most funniest moment in the podcast in history.
He's away over there as well. He's away over there. It's quite a wee distance.
He's got that wee voice that just goes everywhere, goes right through the night. That's why he's a good rapper.
So I was saying, always best, and Abby Normal and CCTV. Big up.
Oh, big shout! You're having a party tonight for sure.
No, actually, no. We came to see you, Stig. We did this for you. Pour vous. There you go.
That's loving. I've done this for you, so that's a beautiful thing there. We've just
.com, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We've just created. Let me go back into these messages because they're building up a wee bit, and I want to make sure we draw them out.
Right.
Even the dodgy ones as well.
Oh, here we go. Shot is fired.
Okay. Big shout out to the Authentics. They're digging yes.
Nice one.
I'm not sure what that emoji is. I think it's a ghetto blaster emoji. That's cool. Big shout out to Scott for the efforts. Big shout out to Westo. Big shout out to me. Big shout out to me. Big shout out to me again. So I've done all these ones, right? So we're already doing here now. Okay, I get it, right?
You're holding it down, Stig. You're the realist. You're holding it down. Big up.
This is my fucking show. It's my Friday night. I don't have any Ofcom or scheduling or bullshit. You know what I mean? I just have rap and fucking my friends. So shit happens. And it's a party tonight celebrating M's album. You know what I mean? For sure. Big shout out to Scott. He says, well done, M. Congrats on the album. Big shout out to you, Stuart.
Nice one.
William says the new tune with Shogun and Melrose is DAF. I'm not sure what DAF means. Or dope as fuck, isn't it? I get it, man. I get it. Big shout out to you for that. I'm learning. Do people actually say that? DAF? Or is that just a new one?
Daft.
See, but we're changing it there. Big shout out to Hamish. He says, yeah, shout out to his boys, CCTV, and the homie Empress as well. Shout out to Hamish.
Man, big up Hamish. Yes, nice one, Hamish.
Hamish is part of the team, isn't he? We love Hamish.
Yeah, man.
The best name in Scottish hip hop.
Hold on, what did you say?
It's got the best name in Scottish hip hop.
The best name in Scottish hip hop. You heard it here first. There you go, man.
I've said that to Hamish many times. Big shout out to my man, Hamish. Big shout out to Dusty. He says, can't wait for the album. The album's out, Dusty. So make sure you go and check it after the show tonight. My man Dusty works. Man Dusty's got a family. He works. I get it. We're in the middle of a pandemic. There's a lot of things going on. The album's still out, and you can cop it at any time. That's a good thing about albums. Andrew says, don't know if you heard the sad news about Lawrence Frank Jr., who died aged 32, the rapper Huey. I did see that on Twitter just before I started the show, but I'm not familiar who the rapper Huey is. But rest in peace to Huey. My thoughts are with his family and friends at a sad time as well. Thanks for letting us know, Andrew, as well. Big shout to Kim. She says, big up you two. Loving Empress's new album. Big shout to original hip hop chick, Kim, for that.
Kim Wilson, man. Respect. Nice one. Thank you.
Kim's fan club in the back there as well. Big shout to man Riddler. He said he's tuned in. Big shout to Empress. Her work rate recently. Hope you're good, Stig. Yeah, good, man. Good. Good to have you tuned in.
I stay grafting. I can't do anything else. That's it. Because you run the track, DJ. Really took my selector.
You're getting good at this.
Go on. Yes.
Riddler's a Robot planted, so we can play that song next. It's cool.
I knew it. Yes.
Big shout out to my bro Riddler for sure, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to BJ, man. He says congrats on an LP. Big shout out to you, Brian. Hope you're good. I hope Julie's good as well.
I got.
Big shout out to Hamish. He said album's fire.
Yep.
Big shout out to my bro Kieran. He said what's up, Steg? What's up, Kieran? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're still practicing the beats, Kieran. Big shout out to my Custy. He's put 2 flame emojis and a peace sign, which is I think high respect there, to be honest.
High
respect. Big shout out to my bro Custy for sure, man. Big shout out to Shelto Mel, a legend in the Scottish rap scene. She says all hail Empress. Old school like gyros. She's picked out one of the lines. What song's that one name again? Old
school like gyros. In the bin.
In the bin. Okay, I could hear it in my head, but just couldn't place it. Big shout out to you, Mel. Hope you're doing good.
Much love to Mel, man. Mel's a queen. Mel's a queen, man. She's a sage.
Here's another queen up next. Big shout out to Rebecca Wallace. She says, yes, love wins. Certainly does. Rebecca, hope you are doing great out there. Big shout out to the family as well. Pass on lots of love to everybody. She also says, beautiful video from Mackenzie. It certainly was. Mackenzie done his bit there. Mackenzie's fire at the video, isn't he?
Aye. Well, I don't want to speak too much, but I think me and Becky have got something that I'll keep my mouth shut, right? I've learned to do that, right? But Becky's a queen as well, man. Becky does her thing, man, for real, actual
For real. Yeah, big shout, man, to Rebecca Wallace for sure. Respect. Big shout to Dusty. He says, pure fire. Can't wait to hear the album. I'm sure he said that earlier on.
It's all right.
Big shout to Davey. He said he's hanging about backstage. He's no. I can't see you here, Davey.
Come through, man.
I can't see you here, Davey. I'll send you another link to see if there's anyone up, but I can't see you.
Backstage.
You listen to Chopper party and it's Steg, man. We've done well here. I'm linking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, this is what we do. Technology with the wire to the moon on Zoom.
Yes, love it, man. Love it.
Big shout out to the Star Troopers. Big shout out to Remo. Remo, my motor's fucked, mate. I'm coming to see you next week, my friend. Something about my back axle and the brakes or something, Remo. I'm not sure, mate. Usual. Remo is the main man. I pay him what he gets and what he should get, and I respect his work because he's a craftsman at his work. And big shout out to the Star Troopers, Broomloan Road and Ibrox, the best mechanics about, if you ask me. And I've just said it, man. Big shout, man. Big shout out to my Kieran Kev. He says looking forward to checking out the album too. Yeah, good listen for the weekend, isn't it?
Aye,
so calm.
He does his thing. So up Noban, that's right, up Noban. Nice one, Keenan Kev. He's been about for a time, man. He puts in the work, he does.
Kieran Kev's part of the family too. He's like BJ's son, for sure. he's like Brian Jameson's son. He is, and Kevin will know what I'm saying by that, and so will BJ. Young DiMaggio. Big shout out to you, young DiMaggio. Okay, Andrew Hayes, who's also called the Pet Man, says, when does Empress think they'll be doing a tour a few months after this lockdown Christmas? I'm not sure what that really means, but I guess he's maybe saying when does he think live gigs are coming back? Who knows, Andrew? Soon, hopefully soon. But obviously we're still waiting, and we're still probably one of the last things that will go back to normal is a live sweaty bar. You know what I mean? With 30 people on the same stage, all sharing the same sweaty mic. The 300 people have used that week as well. You know what I mean? So I guess that's not
it's
a long time coming. You know what I mean? But then again, who knows that virus could get the, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's a lot of shite. Thanks for letting me think about the virus, Pet Man. Really appreciate that. Beat it. Big shout out Harry Speak Burnley. He says this is the best one yet. All the troops and the banging tunes as well. And the booze. Live streaming tonight. Becky Wallace says takes a queen to know a queen. Respect.
Yes.
Well done to M on the new album, Not the Big Things. Okay, so I've sent the Freestyle Master the link. Let's see if we can bring him in the building.
There he is. There he is.
Peace.
What's freestyle?
What's happening?
Legend.
I don't know if you were trying to crash someone else's live stream or what, but you weren't in the
Oh, I was, mate. It's a different one. It was kicking off, innit? I know.
I bet I had my more views and everything. How you doing? How you doing, bro? You alright?
Aye, not bad, mate. Not bad. Still alive.
Good stuff, man.
Oh, David.
Davey, what t-shirt are you rocking tonight?
I always keep it real. I go strictly corporate every time. Big up Adidas. Where's my sponsorship deal? I'm representing my corporate to the core.
Big shout to the corporate. Big shout to the corporate slaves that we are. You know what I mean?
Love it. So just by the 3 stripes, man.
Yeah, it's we like shiny things. That's just the way we are. Just the way we're nothing's really going to change with that. I don't think. Hope no. Quite like shiny things. You know
Love them, man. Love them. Brings out the magpie.
Yeah, you got to have things. Anyway, Freestyle, how you been, bro? You good?
Aye, not bad, mate. Not bad. Lockdown's over for me, you know what I mean? So, back to the grindstone.
Back to the grind for now, or you been working already?
Meant to be working all week, and it was just a nightmare of a week, man. See what you said about your motor?
I seen you say that.
Motor, fuck tea. Turned out, dropped it off at the mechanic, right? Guy wasn't there, so he's say I'll phone you later. Phone him later on. Fucking guys get COVID, I think. He's like, don't worry, I'm going for a test tomorrow and I'll come in and I'll sort your motor when I'm on the way back up the road after the test. He's like, fuck that. So I went and grabbed my motor and took it down to Scooby. He sorted it out, you know what I mean? Sorted my gearbox and all that. So back to work on Monday.
Right, big shout out to my Scooby, man, for sorting out the machines.
Aye,
yeah,
fucking right, man.
Get this all, dude. Sorry, your man's got the COVID. You know what I mean, as well. That's a bit frightening.
But no, it was mental. I'm driving. I'm going to drop the motor off in the morning at Scooby's, right? So I thought, right, I'll just drive straight down Parkshaw's Road because it's a straight road all the way. So I see 2 junkies just at Langside Hall getting pulled up off the Polis. So I take my eyes off the road just to look at them. Next time, Polis jumps out in the middle of the road, waving his arms. Stop! There's sparks flying out the bottom of your motor. Fucking motor.
I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Mate, a bit had fell off underneath it and was scraping along the road. Fuck me, man.
When I have to put my brakes on, I hear this crunching noise coming from the back. And you know what I mean? I guess it's something to do with the plates or something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
God, get it.
Brake pads. I'm going to. Big shout out to my man Ramo, who happened to be watching the stream tonight at Star Radiators. I'm definitely going to be hitting him up anyway.
Aye, definitely, man. Don't do what I do and leave it to the last minute and then it ends up fucking sparks on the road. Bubba sparks, man.
Well, the thing is, if you've not used your motor like us in 3 months, I think a lot of motors are going to be the same.
Aye, exactly,
you know
man.
Seized up brakes or something. I think that's basically what it is. Seized up discs or something like that.
Aye. One of that's my front wheels got that and I need to get that done next week. So, aye. But back into it, mate.
Aye, so, good. Man, I think it's good to get back in. Yeah, I've no stopped. I think it's good to get back in. I'm choking. The more people get back into normal, I think the more quicker normal will come.
Do you know what? I've got to say this. See, I was worried, right, because of the sites and all that, but the way they've got the site set up, it's probably safer on that building site now than it is walking about Asda. If you know what I mean by that, because it's all geared up for, and it's a mental thing that people need to get over, the fact you've got to get back out and start getting into it again. Because it's obviously the virus is still there, it's went down, but people just need to be careful and we can all start trying to get some bit of normality back into our lives. It's good to get routines. Nice to sit in the house for a while and that, but it's good to get a routine, man, and realise that time's something that you don't get a lot of in this world, do you know what I mean? And when you're sitting about all day, you feel as if time's just, it's always going to be there, but it's not always going to be there, so you need to maximise your time. And sometimes you need to have deadlines and things to do in order to say, right, I need to sit and I need to write my rap because I'm working tomorrow, I've got this today, I've got that today. True.
Cool, man. Good to hear you've got a bit of normality coming back for sure. Not saying nothing about people getting back to work. I know that's the hated thing, but we've been off for like 2, maybe 3 months. I guess they kind of look forward to it a bit. You know what I mean?
Aye. I say, mate, once you get over the initial hurdle of having to see people you've no saw again, know what I mean? You start to, don't know, we'll wait and see, know what I mean? But it was good to just get out of the house, know what I mean? And go somewhere with a purpose.
Make sure everyone getting back to normal, man, for sure. Just do it safely, isn't it? Just do it safely.
That's exactly, man.
You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly.
There it is. I'm just checking it. Emma showed us some beautiful art there. I can't believe that. What I've seen, that's like a one-off piece.
Nice stencil, man. I take it that's
from the album art.
I take it that's going to appear on some walls somewhere.
You're muted at the moment.
You got me now. Yes, hopefully it will be. We can use this as a stencil if we see fit, and we can get. Do you want a copy, Stig? We can get one framed for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love it, man. I need it. I'm building a new studio for after this anyway. I'm quite glad I didn't start before the pandemic because I was just about to. You know what I mean? But now I think now's a good time. There's lots of spaces opening up, to be honest. So I need the heart for it. You know what I mean? Love it.
Should get that on a banner.
Right, well.
Should get that on a vinyl banner. No, I mean, I'm not dear.
I'm thinking the t-shirts right now. I'm thinking the Love Wins t-shirts like that.
It would look good. It would look
$15.99 XXL for me. Thanks very much. Let's get him on the Bandcamp right now. Let us know, folks. You want that t-shirt? Let's market that shit, man.
Get your furlough monies out. Know what I mean? Support local things.
You know what I mean?
That piece by Abby Normal. So I go and
check
it.
Abby.
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
Very talented. Aye, nice one.
Top man, Freestyle Bastard, you feature on Empress's album as well. Tell us a wee bit about
that. Well, there's a funny story actually behind it, because the actual beat where me and Em managed to end up with the beat separately, and I had wrote a song for it, and then Em had a tune for it, and you says to me, Stig, like, I want you to jump on a tune with Em. And you sent me the beat and it was the same one, so it was like, wow, it forced me to have to rethink it. Know what I mean? But I was delighted, man, to go on Em's album. I knew it was going to be classic. Em's one of the. You were talking earlier on about who she's like and stuff like that. I would say just to, and I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, but I would say you have to start looking into the guys in hip hop to start getting close to what Em does.
I get that. I was saying to someone earlier on, actually, someone run about me, that even though it's great to put out a female MC's album, it's not even about that. It's just about putting out a dope MC's album today. And that's what it is. Em just happens to be female, and that's something that should be celebrated as well, for sure.
100%, mate.
You know what I mean? But in my perspective, as a producer and someone who works with her closely, for me, I know it's known as a dope MC first. You know what I mean? With their skills, and that's something that we, like you say, it's good to put that out there. That it's not. She just rocks it. She rocks it like hard as anybody. You know what I mean? Man, woman, alien, in between. Doesn't matter. Fire bars is fire bars, and we just love it. You know what I mean?
Mate, me and you both know when Roxanne Shanty.
Master and Stig, you're talking about me in that sense. That's mental, man. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
No, that. What I was going to say is when Roxanne Shanty was at a height, a peak, probably, right, back in the day, nobody looked at her as because she was a female. It was just she was dope. You know what I mean?
She was dope. I think for a few years we didn't even know that she was female because of the voice. Before she was a wee guy. We did before she was a young boy.
Shy D sounded like a lassie because of his vocal tone. No, I mean, so it's like you weren't entirely sure. You just knew that it was fucking banging. Know what I mean? And it's the same with Em. You put her on a track with 8 of the dope rappers up here. In fact, you put her on the track Ash's remix joint.
Fire track.
Em killed it. She holds her in. She holds her in very fucking effortlessly, and amongst some of the greatest rappers up here. Do you know what I mean? And that's testament just to somebody's penmanship. You shouldn't give somebody a pass because I don't know, you feel you have to. It's all about what people do. And it's like, you look at people like Em, Becca, Man, it's the talent is phenomenal. And it shouldn't come down to somebody talking about, she's a dope female. It's not about that, man. It's just about if you're a dope rapper. Well, you can sit in our company then. If you know, it's all good.
I want to talk a wee bit about that later on, maybe in a wider context about misogyny in hip hop. You know what I mean? In terms of addressing that as being part of the culture. You know what I mean? I think this time in the world, lots of things are coming out. You know what I'm saying? And it's good that they're coming out. And it's good to see hip hop artists are addressing some of the bullshit skeletons that they have in their closets. And I've seen some crazy things happen in the hip hop community in the last couple of days, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I want to play the song first before we get distracted. So let's play the track. Again, Freestyle did a rap to this one. I think my head's like a sieve. Sometimes I just have a folder of beats and people like Davey's got access to them and M's got access to them and Jamie and John's got access to them. And sometimes you just pick the same beat and I just roll with it because a good song's a good song. I'm never going to be like that. Well, yeah,
but
two
Stig, it's also a great thing because what it does is it forces me, personally, I can't speak for anybody else, but it forces me when I hear a beat that I really, really like in the folders, I need to do it straight away. Because if I'm liking it, somebody else is probably going to be liking it. And if it gets to that stage, I'm not wanting my song to be the one that doesn't come out with a beat. No, I mean, it's all about, again, hip-hop's about competition. Doesn't matter who it is, man. You need to compete for that beat. You know what I mean?
True.
It's all about just bringing it.
Let's run the track.
It's me, the Dawn Empress, yes, aka Tanya fucking Windows, aka everyone's favourite rapper, aka shut the fuck up and listen. This is an elementary kindergarten, it seems fitting who you starting. The Queen's got the sensation, and I beg your pardon, I'm never arguing with Shorty, that's the silliest shit. Plus from a distance you can't tell who the idiot is. I'm really this big with the thick hips that he really does miss. Plus the ass got him capping shit he kneels and gets wet. I'm feeling this big, the up to the ceiling it hits. Now just admit it and put your hands up, you're feeling the bitch. Libra season now, I need no reason to leave you feeling to bits. With a smile that would take your head off if you gave me your shit. See, I was known for talking in random violence till the police had me silent. Sitting with two charges in the name that says I'm mad and violent. Violet was the colour that preceded the red just like the roses that rabbit burns red. My love is like a bullet, I put it straight to your head and walk about the cut and never let them choke you through the land. I guess love is like a battlefield, Pat Bennett I said. Fuck fighting, I'd rather feel you handle me the end of the bed. Fucking and fighting, no I'll never love someone as much as my writing. But that's the gift and the curse, the hurts when the pen is just like lightning. Also frightening, I'm indicting, love is a powerful sword. Have you praying to your God, have you saying, oh my Lord, Lord have mercy. She shares, she seek to find the answers for. Never mind, it's never kind, all's fair and love is war.
Freestyle master, aka Jiggy Stardust, aka Frezza Mezza, aka E.T.'s forced in the shadows of a midnight sun. Before my timeline begun, man, I could already run. I was in the womb spitting random bars in my head. The only drum that I needed was my mom's heartbeat. Every sense is a receptor for the artist to feed. Expand time like the darkness when I'm marching ahead. I'm a light inside the darkness, a Martian breed. But I'm a narcissistic arse till the sparks my weed. Then I harvest the seed of thought, banish every need I've got. Vanish in your language outcast, where I speak a box. I supersede your vox, hear the people what they want. Feeding off the deeds I taught, and I feel like Peter Tosh. I relate to the lost and those who paid the cost. More than men are cloth and politicians bending laws. I transcend when I send the message of my cause back to the universe to nestle in the cosmos.
Miss keeps it realer, miss never a rhyme stealer. One who deals dope and heels dealer. I don't do ticks, so don't ask me either. The one that keeps it real like Nas when he was rapping ether. The one that keeps it real like Baby when she was busting Sheether. The one that smacks the fucking daylights out these fucking want the charm without the tragedy it takes to be ya. I'm off to travel, first it's Paris, au revoir, I'll see ya.
Living my heaven, a heaven on earth. Living my minutes and bringing your hair. Observing the fervent, deserving I'm more than I get. I'm determined to give me my share. Making them stop, making them stare. Holding my thoughts to the ether and air. Go to the beat and release my despair. Experiment evident, eloquent flair. Man of respect, I don't really care. Rip it correct, I've always been here. None of them there can compete with this pair. Got stay on the beat and got Empress, yeah. See it's so fair and love and war. But who was the what, the why and where? Whatever the way, I'm a hell of the pen. Way back in the day when I was a band.
Yep. Empress Freestyle Master. That one's called Love and War from the new album. You're watching and tuned into your boy Steg Exotic on the live stream tonight. It's Friday night. It might be a different day when you're watching us on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We're just celebrating Empress's album launch, having some fun, just kicking it, chilling, and then playing some joints tonight, man. Thanks for everyone for joining us. We really appreciate the company for sure, man. Sharing the moment with us. It's a special thing, man. Definitely. I think music's about bringing people together, and we can't really do it right now as much as we'd like to. So this gives us a wee chance to get a wee taste of the good old days.
Nice, good stuff.
Yeah, man, for sure. Let's have a look at some of the comments for that. We move on and chat a wee bit. Hamish says, what T-shirts he wearing tonight?
Sex Pistols.
I was going to guess that earlier on. When I read it earlier, I thought Sex Pistols, but I'm going to say the Exploited.
Oh, good shout, man.
Okay, what you saying? What T-shirts Hamish McBurney wearing tonight?
Rancid.
Okay, well, pretty good shouts there, Hamish. You need to let us know what you're wearing tonight, man. Remo says the best he's ever heard is the Freestyle Master. Yeah, that's right. You know what I mean?
That, and I'm like, when they heard Freestyle Master's verse in that, they were killing themselves at the end. They just loved the way that he finished it off. Back in the day when I was a bear, it's just a classic, absolute classic. How a verse should be flowed over that type of beat. You can't front me, Davey, every time. Honestly, mad respect. Freestyle Master kills it every single time. Every time.
Thank you.
Every time.
They two were there when I done it.
We were there, that's right, mate.
Oh, what?
You remember, bro. You remember.
They were there.
I know, we were there and played it. Simon Garfunkel.
Good bit of fudge, man.
Don't remind me, man, back in the days before I had a studio and a flood. Anyway, big shout out to man Gordon. He says, raising a glass to you tonight, Empress. Best of luck with the album. Best of luck with the album, Empress. It's fire. Take care. And what day as well.
Aye, big up, Gordy.
Big shout out to you, Gordy. Big shout out to Michael. Yes. Kim says she's loving a stencil. Yeah, stencil was super dope. Let's see it again. Let's see it again.
Stencils.
Get your stencils up. Oh, put your stencils up. Oh. Michael, he says, look, Michael says, cracking stencil. Kim's loving a stencil. Hamish says, banging stencil. Man, we've got
a stencil.
Man, we've got a whole audience here of art lovers. I respect the culture. I respect the culture that you guys.
That's amazing.
Fucking Picasso's the lot of these, man. Fucking amazing. Mel says respect to Abby Normal. I would rock that on a t-shirt, me too.
We all would.
Yes.
Yeah, can we make it happen? Can we make it happen?
Old school.
Yes.
Yeah, man. People are loving the stencil. Rock Stirling, when she played up there, when did you play up in Stirling,
I sure did rock Stirling. I played Stirling, I think, in February, the end of January. That was with Sonic Youth, and that was that's kind of more the literature kind of side of things that I do. So that was really different and dope. Loved it. Yeah,
you rocked it, of course. Petman says that Empress songs on Spotify. Yep, they're on Spotify. Yep, just search for Empress Love Wins and you'll get them there. Pet did. Make sure you do it right, and make sure you make a playlist out of it and play it all night long on repeat.
Aye.
Yeah, they harm it, Peckman. I know you're a man who likes to have a challenge, so a challenge for you. Okay, this is where I was coming up to. I wanted to talk to you about tonight about like misogyny and hip hop as well.
and it's from Becky Wallace. And I agree with this a lot. I agree with her, to be honest. She says, I think we have a good opportunity to reimagine how we do hip hop. Battle rap has a place and it's totally vital to the community. But at the same time, as more women emerge in the scene, I think showing solidarity and support is much more valuable. So many dope rappers could help to change the narrative and help to practice equality through example. And that's exactly what I was going to talk about tonight. There's definitely a sea change in the culture where we're more examining ourselves and looking at maybe ways of bettering ourselves for humanity, for humanity and for others around us, particularly people who need a bit extra support. And hip hop has a history of bullshit, misogynistic bullshit, and I think we're all guilty of that as men at some level, and it's because it's systematic. And I think it's something as hip hop artists, even Scottish hip hop artists, we do need to talk about, especially on things like this, platforms like this. For me, being a person who's, some people would say, I'm an influencer in Scottish hip hop. For me, a person with some influence in Scottish hip hop, I feel it's my responsibility now to make sure that the content that I'm involved in or the content that I'm associated with is content for the right reasons. And content can still be challenging. Content can still be giving people some real food for thought. But what's the reasons behind it? Are you doing it just to shock? Are you doing it to put women down? Or are you doing something that's going to enrich us all? And as someone who's maybe got some influence, I think I've got to be a person who looks at my situation and says, well, what am I doing in terms of supporting or not supporting bullshit? You know what I mean? So that's just my thought in it at the moment. I wanted to get that out as a topic to use to tonight. Obviously, male and female in the building. It's good to get a bit of perspective on it from hip hop artists as well. So with that in mind, what do you say about that, Freestyle Master? About it's hip hop artists, it's time to address the misogyny and maybe look at it males. Full stop. Right? It's probably time to address that. And then it's hip hop artists who put music out in the spotlight. It's time to address that too. And I don't think we are the most guilty as people. Again, our music.
Well,
that's something we need to look at. So on you go.
What I was going to say was, and this wasn't a conscious thing that we done on the album, the Freedom Frequencies did. I think it might have been Becca that pointed it out to me that we actually had an equal mix of male and female guesting on it. And that wasn't something that we consciously set out today, you know what I mean? But it's just must be something that was subconsciously in us. That we know that we try to spread it and that we had representation of different colours and all that on the album. So we've been in it long time. And it's hip hop started off, everybody knows, right? It came like from New York, all that sort of stuff. But the environment it came out was at the time in the 70s. It was a different world to what it is now. It was obviously a male-dominated society, and these were males that had no voice, they had no way to do anything. So things started to come out within the music that consequently led on to other generations being influenced by that. Personally speaking, I've never been a rapper that raps particularly misogynistic or hate-filled raps, especially not for the last maybe 10 years or something like that. Even though we always, if you go back and check our all back catalogue, which I've done a wee bit steg during lockdown, well, there's always been that positive angle because we come out of an era where our big influences were like Public Enemy and all that, and KRS-One. And all these cats that were against that, you know what I mean?
Plus, to add into that mix, we were brought up by women, so we're always going to be like that, you know what I mean?
Exactly, mate, exactly. Every one of us loves one more, so I'm not about to go on record and say something that is disrespectful to somebody else's future more daughter or whatever. No, I mean, it just doesn't fly in the modern world.
Yeah,
and it's
but
good to also, it's good to have that grounding that's came for what you would term as maybe like an older generation that was the one before us. How they treated women and stuff like that. The world has moved on in big ways, and as hip hop artists, people forget that you've got a voice. You're out there saying something. Your words have impact. It doesn't matter if it's one person that your words impact. If one person hears it and it has an effect on them in some way, you want that to be the effect that is a stimulation. That's not something that's like negating everybody else just for gratification. You know what I mean? It doesn't fly.
Yeah.
And I really think that, for example, I saw Becky saying about battle rap.
Yeah.
Mackenzie contacted me a wee while back saying if I wanted to do another one of the spin right hanger, whatever it was, his battle at the his
so
events. Iron Bars.
Big shout out to Mackenzie. Yeah.
And I was laughing. I says, I don't know if I want to battle again in that context because I can't trust myself not to say something that is just going to come out off the top of my head. It's no stuff that's written and all that, and maybe somebody's caught you with a blow in a verse, and you're trying to come back, and you say something that could completely wreck what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's good that battle rap is needed. You know what I mean? It is the last place where people can truly say things. You know what I mean? That are extremely controversial.
And I love battle rap as well. I'm a big battle rap fan, as you know. I love it. Not as much as I should the last few years because it's died a lot. But I'm not a fan of it, and I get the sport of it. But see, if I hear a battle rapper saying some homophobic stuff and that, it's not even going to be funny. It's not going to be punchline. So I can't get that. Or calling someone a derogatory term, basically calling them like something. You know what I mean? And I'm not really going to be in it. And about that is, I don't really see that at a level of skill. When it comes to MC, when I see it, when I think of a level of skill, I'm thinking of the craft of making the rap happening and performing and art. But we need to talk about it as artists, and I think Scottish hip hop definitely has got some dark places in it for sure. And it's time to get them to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And for me as a personal influence, I'm definitely be speaking to all my artists that I work with about the what are you aiming for with this? What we're going for? How are we making this and to make the world a better place? You know what I mean? I think lockdown's good for that because it's brought about all the shite, all the statues, all the bullshit, all the shite's come out, and it's come out through our culture as well. So that's kind of interesting and cool, and something to speak about. Let the youngins know. Youngins that are not having it anyway. Selgians that are the worst for sure in the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? But the youngins are not having it. I was talking to Dave Hook last night, and he was speaking about how the young Scottish hip hop artists basically policed Scottish hip hop last year when that incident happened with Baltic. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Yeah, man. So big shout out to the youngins, but the oldgens are stuck in their ways, and I think as an oldgen, we need to fucking change that shit. You know what I mean? And it's not accepted. It's not going to be accepted, and it'll be challenged as well. It's not about. It's not even just about not accepting it, turning a blind eye. It's about saying, "What the fuck, pal? You doing that for?"
So, Steg, I don't think me and you have ever done a show, and I can say this sincerely. I don't think we've ever done a show anywhere in the world where in that show we've not appealed to people to come together and for people to empower themselves and rise up. We've always pushed that positive message. It's not something that we're not going to have to adapt so much because we already did that. You know what I mean? We already.
There will be skeletons for sure, though. For sure.
Oh, there is, mate. Of course,
you know what I mean? For sure. And that's something we need to rectify ourselves as artists and address and be like, we're guilty to take. But no, we have had a positive impact with our music as much as possible. But let's continue to do that and look at it a bit more and observe it a bit more as artists. And I would just say that to the wider community too. The bullshit's got to stop. You know what I mean? There's a million things to fucking rap about. Let's don't rap about derogatory shit against women or homosexuals or anybody. Anything. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Still
Oh,
kill
man.
other MCs for sure. You know what I mean? But stop the bullshit, man. It's time for the culture to grow. And I actually think it's at a point now where it's going to just go bloom, because what's going to happen now is going to be all these different voices and artists who might have been in the shadows, ashamed to express themselves because they didn't fit the typical hip hop persona. They'll feel safer to express themselves as hip hop artists now. And we're going to get all types of beautiful colours of artists and rappers and singers and beat creators. And the culture's going to be funky in 2020 to 2030 and beyond. Funky. Psychedelic purple rap.
Mate, I seriously think, right, that after all this, see all the young rappers, they're going to start being a lot more conscious again and speaking about issues inside their music that has been lost for a long, long time. And people should never forget the power of their music and the ability to wake people's minds up to things the way that we got woke up years ago. The whole Black Lives Matter thing. Me and you have knew about that, Stig, since we were wee guys, because we grew up listening to that narrative that was going down. We saw something that the other people through our background didn't see because they weren't exposed to what we were hearing. And we heard this the whole way through. So it was no surprise to the likes of me and you. Likes of me and you have championed that for a long time. You know what I mean? This goes way back. This wasn't about George Floyd. This was about centuries. You know what I mean? Oppression. And it's just wrong for anybody these days to try and consider themselves superior to somebody else, whether it's male, female, black, white, whatever. You know what I mean? Some political ideology. We need to get off the soapboxes and we need to start listening to each other. I think that's what the big thing is. We need to stop talking. We've all been shouting on the internet for the past however many years now on social media and that. I think we all need to listen a wee bit too.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, totally. We need to listen and reflect on ourselves. That's my whole point in this. I think it's just looking back in my own attitude towards what I put out, my output, and looking at it and get fine tooth comb and saying, can it be better in terms of just I'm not putting anybody down by doing this, or I'm not triggering anybody in the wrong way or encouraging behaviour that's not acceptable. You know what I mean? Just because fucking as a rap artist you want to shock. You know what I mean?
Stig, I've said things in the studio. Me and you have been doing this a long, long time. Done a lot of songs, rapped a lot of raps. I've said things in the studio and you've stopped me and said you can't say that because I'm trying to just be some stupid controversial thing. A wee while trying to throw in a line to catch a wee bit of, but no, you did that. You can't say that. You know what I mean? So you've always been there as well, stopping like what you would call questionable output. You know what I mean? Coming from power cut, obviously, but there is things, mate, everybody's guilty. Yeah. But now, as you say, now's the time for everybody to look at it and go, right, how do I move on for here? Change is beautiful. Change is beautiful. People shouldn't be scared of change.
So I'm interested on M's thoughts on what we're just talking about then, being a hip hop artist as well as being a female. I don't know if she's having a chat to the boys in the back at the moment as well.
Aye, looks like
I think she is. You know what I mean? That's fair choice. You know what I mean? So yes. Cool.
Hello?
So we can't hear you because we can only hear Jamie.
All right. So there's you can see once. Go, there we go. That's it.
It's all right. Cool. So
Love ones.
It certainly does. We're speaking about misogyny, but I don't know if you're celebrating tonight and maybe not on the same wavelength as that. And I get that. So that's all gravy tea. You know what I mean?
We've heard it, we've seen it. Women can be misogynistic too. It's got nothing to do with gender. Do you know what I mean? We've all seen it and witnessed it. Love wins every single time.
That's that. Let's keep it simple like that. Then I guess you're right. Love does win.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Well put. Timely as fuck as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was just what I was thinking about it. There's a lot coming out of the culture and the washing. Rhymesayers dropped 2 artists yesterday from the label. One of them, Prof, was due to put his album out today, and he cancelled that. You know what I mean? Just you reap what you sow, I guess, as well. You know what I'm saying in life. So be careful at their trips. Be careful at their nothing is behind closed doors these days. You know what I mean? Let me check these comments and let me mute them because they're off their nut. You know what I mean?
Aye, man. The party's happening anyway.
Let me check the comments, see what's going on. You know what I mean? So Becky says that was a great tune.
Cheers, Becky.
Oh yeah, it was a tune with you, David. We played last. I was just trying to remember there. So let's find out what t-shirt Hamish was wearing. It wasn't Rancid. Who said Rancid?
Emma.
Empress said Rancid. Ken's me so well. What t-shirt was it then?
The balloon burst, Deg. We're really sorry. Really sorry.
It must have been Rancid.
Well, honestly, sorry about that. Really sorry, man.
There's been a murder. Hashtag there's been a murder.
I get it. So yeah, he's wearing his Rancid t-shirt for sure, and his leather jacket. It's good to know. It's too wild for leather jacket, bro. I appreciate Em's got her shades on tonight. That's how we roll, man. You know what I'm saying? Michael says that's magic.
Thank you.
Michael says let's make the t-shirts happen. So I think if it doesn't happen, then it's a missed opportunity here. Missed opportunity there.
Let's do it.
Nunny says for me, hip hop was always about bringing people together. That's it. It started to bring people together, particularly poor people.
Man, Nunny's from all time high. You're one of my biggest inspirations, along with yourselves, man. Like, Nunny's an absolute legend. Shout out to Nunny.
Nunny's a don, man. Yeah, big shout out to Nunny. He's came up and he knows it's for the culture's for everybody. Blondie done a rap tune. I know it well, mate. Rapture. It's not the greatest rap song ever. Cool line about Grandmaster Flash in it, though. That's about the best bit of it. Becky Moore says, us mad birds can be just as bad. I don't know if I can say that being a guy but these days as well, but I guess we're all bad, innit? You know what I mean? Nothing aimed at you, Belters. I'm married to the guy who wrote Go Boy. Don't forget. A big shout out to you, Becky Wallace, and big shout out to Dan. And
much love now.
I guess as artists, would they want to push boundaries too and create debates, dialogue as well? You know what I mean? But it's about your intention. It's about your intentions. Where keep your intentions about bringing people together. You know what I mean, and no bringing people apart. That would be my thing. And Becky Wallace and Dan on that 100%. Amy says, "I'm that drunk." He's talking to his computer. He's talking to us. Big shout to you, Hamish. I get it. I'm the same, mate. I'm shouting at a computer and 3 avatars are looking at me. I don't know. You know what I mean? What's going on?
Press 1 if you're liking it, Hamish. We want to see that interaction.
The world's changed. Shall we bring Hamish on? Shall we send Hamish the link to come on?
Yeah.
Aye. Hang on. What do you think, David?
Aye, man. I'm actually just looking at my eyes here, and it looks like the fudge has just kicked in. Know what I mean?
We need to be quick. Anyway, I think we're going to get kicked off YouTube in about 20 minutes. Mel says, I think you should have a show with equal amounts of women on a panel to discuss this. I would be up for it. I'd definitely be up for that. Mel. Aye. And let's make it happen. Let's make it happen for sure. It wasn't even an afterthought tonight. But tonight is about celebrating the launch of our album. But it's certainly something I wanted to put out there to get the dialogue started. So for sure.
Hold on, right, giving me that. Get your stencils out.
I think there's going to be a split. Mel says, I'm not sure what she means by that. Hope no, whatever that is, split's not the one. Those that don't feel a part of this community will make their own. Enough is enough.
I mean, fair play to you. I mean, if that's the way you want to go, fair play to you. But everybody in Scotland's got their own way of doing things. Do you know what I mean? We all represent. We all keep it real. Do you know what I mean? Well, we do through here because loved ones. Yay! Big shout to the party, man. Big shout. We'll have to get a taxi's gone there in a wee minute. Hamish says he tries to be as conscious as he can in his tunes. Punk and hip hop taught me to do that. Well, punk's definitely a conscious form of music.
But also for the people who would say, look, check the lyrics on hip hop, it's misogynistic and it's sexist. Check rock music. What's that saying? You know what I mean? Check rock music for misogynism and homophobia and sexism. Who's shouting about that? Or is it just black culture we're shouting at first? Let's have a think about that, too. You know what I mean? Because rock music's on the radio all day with some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Pop music, you know, that stuff's terrible. Have you seen the new videos that are out on YouTube? They're disgusting. It's actually, and they expect Wayne's to watch that. That's terrible, by the way. And they do it. It's terrible, man. You've seen them yourselves. Do you know what I mean?
That, I missed the first bit you said,
The recent music videos and all that have come out. Is it Nicki Minaj and...
Go watch them.
Absolutely disgusting. Terrible, and they expect kids to. They actually, it makes me laugh when people want to say about, oh, you say the word cunt or you swear a lot, you're a woman, you should carry yourself a bit differently. Fuck you. They're actually putting porn on channel and during the day and expecting Wayne's to eat that up and call it hip hop. And you know what? That is the biggest disgrace I've ever seen. When you talk about how women are treated, the fact that the industry uses us like that is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Love wins, man. Love wins. Love wins.
Preach, speak about it for sure.
Well said.
Big shout out to Mark, man. He's a great MC, Mark. You know, he doesn't actually believe it. He's really dope. Just wanted to say I've never made a record. It was the love of writing and music, and I need to learn. Lyrics are deadly. Words are powerful. Check the Freedom Frequency album. There's a song called Words about how powerful words are.
Aye, Scrabble.
As well. Yeah, you know what I mean? So big shout out to my man Mark. Good to see from you, Mark. Get the songs done, Mark. You're a tremendous fucking MC, bro. And a big shout out to Hamish. Mark says positive intentions always his goal. Much love to everyone. It's been struggling. It's been a struggle for folk, for sure. It's been a struggle for everybody. Lots of different ways, you know what I mean? Ups and downs, but keep the head up, trips. Stay woke, Mark says. Love wins, man, for sure. So I'm gonna play a track from the album at the moment. Let's have a wee look to see what we've got here. And let me mute Jamie at the background as well. All I can hear is his squeaky wee voice coming through again. You know what I mean? We can't see. Like, we need to see his wee face. Like, we need to see his wee face. Hold on, who's this?
What's happening?
What's happening? How you doing, bro? You all right? Shows that a bottle of Buckfast.
I want a Pepsi, mate.
Okay, mate. Okay. Safe. Let's keep it safe then, bro. Keep it safe.
Simon,
Let's play another track for the album. Then we'll come back and we'll get a chat and we'll wrap this shit up tonight, man. So let's go back to the album. It's on Spotify. Make sure you go and check that shit, folks. In fact, let me unshare this and make sure I've got the sound on it too. It works better when you play it when it's got the sound. That's for sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, just some food for thought tonight about the bullshit in the music. And it's not just their music, it's got bullshit in it as well. It's important to remember that.
Aye, man. That's...
Okay, yeah. God damn, I just shut that page down like an idiot. So let's play this one instead. So, Freestyle Master, you're back to work on Monday. That's interesting.
Aye, mate. Aye, that's living all right.
Not the greatest vibe, is it, mate? But back on it. Also, make sure you go and check out the album this weekend and get the streams up on it. That's important. That's why we'll make music to just we appreciate people hearing it. Spotify streams don't mean shit in terms of fucking money, but we just want people to know that people hear it and hopefully they enjoy the music. But let's play a track from the album. I think I'm going to play There's Been a Murder, because I think there's going to be a murder in Em's house later on. Later tonight. So let's rock this.
Zoop. What was that? Bang.
There's been a murder. Hopefully no murders tonight. Big shout to Em. She's in the building. Are you good still, Em? I know you're moving about the camera there. Let me pull you up. Big style on the screen.
No, they're saying...
There she is. Good. Are you still having a riot in there or a party? I seen you've got another balloon, Em. That's cool.
I've got another balloon and we've still got the stencil, do you know what I mean? That's how we're working.
Great. So
She got two balloons in the corner for Gavin.
Have we decided, are we doing the t-shirts or what? Because people are wanting to buy them.
Oh, for real?
For real. There's about nine sales there for t-shirts.
Right, well, 2 seconds. I just need to go and make hot chocolate because I don't want to be rude to the guests, right? But just
Okay.
I don't want to be rude.
Fuck a guest.
Hot chocolate. I'm choking or something.
They shouldn't be there.
You know what? Let me bring in a special guest while we're letting you get your hot chocolate and bring in the legend as Mr. Hamish McBurney to the building. I'm proud at the moment.
What's happening, Trips, man?
Yeah, he is.
What's happening?
Well,
Yeah.
And
can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, man, hear you.
Happening, man?
Loud and clear, Hamish. Loud and clear, bro.
What's happening with you, man?
So show us a t-shirt then, Hamish.
Hey, tunes today, and then I heard...
Show us a t-shirt, bro, okay? Rancid, okay?
Got white.
Okay, there it is.
I'm worried I'm going to spill Jack and Coke on it.
Okay, man. Jack and Coke, that's the right. Nah, you'll be fine.
Man.
It's not a t-shirt to worry about, Hamish. It's the laptop device. Don't spill your drink on that. You know what I mean? That's the one. So, Hamish, good to hear you. Right, there's Jam. He wants to see your wee face today.
What's happening, Hamish, my man?
Happening, Trip. How you doing, boys?
How you doing, Hamish? Oh, I
That's
see
all
you.
right. I'm surprised I can even see at this point.
You can't hardly see John and Jamie. You can't see you because you're in the dark.
Hamish, you better get the beats on, bro. Get the beats, mate.
Better what?
Stay on making the beats and that, bro.
There's a lot there. There's a lot going on.
I will do, man. I'll get them made up.
Depots, bro, man. Stay on your hang, man. Keep grinding, bro.
A lot going on there, Trips, man. So big shout out to Hamish McBurney on the stream tonight. Freestyle Masters in the building. We'll have a wee bit of a launch party tonight. We might bring in a few other humans. I know if we were having a launch party in Butter, Hamish would be there. True, Hamish.
Man.
Hamish,
yeah, so respect, man. You know what I mean? He's here in the flesh.
We're back in the day.
Yeah. And you know, CCTV would be there in the flesh. You know what I mean? In the building. You know what I mean? Fucking.
Aye, man.
I'm
wanting to form the new Beastie Boys with CCTV, the Scottish Beastie Boys. Me, CCTV, that's what we are. The Scottish Beastie Boys, man.
Okay, that's an exclusive there on the show. I need that.
I'm fucking up for it,
Get the guitars on that beat. You know, mate?
It's the plan.
On the go, man.
So yeah, we're having a bit of a party tonight. Hamish is mad with it on a Jack and Coke, freestyles on his truffles or something. Fuck knows what he's on. I'm pretty great tonight. You know what I mean? Jamie and John, I fuck knows, man. They're just on the bucky. You know what I mean? As usual.
You're on a hot chocolate, Empress. You should be celebrating.
The hot chocolate, mate. Enjoy the hot chocolate. You know what I mean?
David's on a real shit. David Bar. Yes, bro.
Nice bit of fudge, mate.
I'm nice jealous, one, bro. Nice one. I'm jealous.
For his sweet tooth, you know what I mean? Cool. So, Hamish, have you heard the album yet, Hamish McBurney? This is what we're here tonight to talk about.
I have heard it. In fact, I was writing today and I was going to make some beats. And then I was like, I'm just thinking about just throwing my notepad out the window. It was that good, going. I was like, there was no follow in it, man. Going. It was just that brilliant.
M's a fire MC, as you know, and it's hard to come after M.
And M's done what I wanted today, and that's do a tune with Darren. And I always wanted to do that because Darren was like the whole reason I started rapping in my Scottish accent. And I'd spoke to Darren a few times when I came up to Stirling and we spoke about it, but it was just the way things had went and that he was busy and that, so I respect that. But that was always one of my dreams, was to hear a tune with him, man, because he was, like I said, he was the whole reason I started doing it.
So who else is on your dream list today, tunes with, apart from us?
Well, I mean, I've a lot of them. I mean, I was good pals with Louis, you know, and Louis, he, you know, the three-headed dragon tune that you played on the kitchen and stuff like that, and he jumped on that, and that was brilliant for me, and that's how I got the collab with Bose, because Bose heard that I was at school at the time, and like English or something, and I got a notification on my phone, Mr. Bose has sent you a message. I was like, oh fuck, Bose, he sent me it. He was just asking me about the three-headed dragon tune. He says it's best of gear, and I was like, come on, I'm going to take this opportunity. So I asked him, do you want a tune? And my pal made the beat. It was an old beat I had for ages ago that my pal made, and I sent Bose it. And it was a lot of time getting on to work with his schedule and that, but he mixed and mastered it for free and stuff, and that's how it came about. I've got some new tunes in the pipeline with a boy from Stirling called LK8 Lachlan. He's a talented young guy. He was on the Three-Headed Dragon tune, and a boy called Pro Focus. I think I'm going to
big shout to Pro Focus.
Aye, big man sound, man.
Yeah, man. He's a sound guy, man. He's wanting to jump on a tune with me, so good man.
Big shout to John hot on the camera.
Much love.
Yeah, man. Hamish, man, just keep doing your hand, man. You're well, man.
I will do, man. Thanks.
Your cup just full there, Jamie. Aye.
Respect everything.
You just wrecking them's house. Just throwing drink all over the place.
You know how the Govan boys do, mate. You know how we do.
Aye.
Trouble.
Let me check the comments. See what people have said at the moment. Catch up with everybody. Big shout out to Dusty. He says big shout to CCTV.
Yes. Love you, bro. Love you, fucking
CCTV.
Big shout out to Ramo. He's laughing at the choose wisely.
Love you, Dusty.
Big shout out to my man Westo. Nothing's happening up there. Big shout out to you, Westo. Big shout out to Hamish, who's no backstage anymore.
That was me saying I'm backstage.
I worked that out, Hamish.
I know.
Worked that out, my friends. Big shout out to Mark. He said the realist just walked in the room. Big shout out to you, Mr. McGee.
Yeah, man. He's here.
Big shout out to Michael. Thumbs up for him. Kirsty says he loves the t-shirts and the positivity. Hashtag unity in the community. So I think we need to get
the tunes that Kirsty requests.
Kirsty and Hamish are Sunny Govan requesters as well. And they've never met each other, but they've met each other through the medium of Sunny G Radio. Yeah. So that's love. You know what I mean?
I like your fucking request, man. It's shit hot.
There you go, man. Nonny says yes, Hamish McBurney. Hamish, you got a fan club here, Hamish.
What's happening, Nonny, man? I don't know, Nonny, but thanks, man, for the yeah.
Kirsty says great to put a face to the name Hamish McBurney. There you go, Hamish. They'll let the fan clubs come in.
Kirsty, man. Fucking yes.
Dusty says big up the CCTV lads.
Respect, man.
Love you, Dusty.
Love wins.
Love you, Dusty, bro. Hope you're good, man.
Dusty says Govan, yes. You know what I mean? Big shout to the Govan trips for sure, man.
Jack
Govan,
Jack Bennett.
Big shout to Dusty.
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
A place I've yet still to go.
I think I'm going to wrap this shit up in about 5 minutes' time before YouTube kicks us
off. We'll get them on quick
if you can, but good to see your wee faces trips as well, man. I heard you've wrote fire to that shit I sent you, so I'm looking forward to hearing it. You know what I mean? I look forward to hearing it and catching up with you soon to get it done.
I know, get ready, bro.
Oh, mate, I'm ready.
Yeah, David's got some of his stuff as well. You're writing as well, David, for the new shit.
Aye, mate, I fucking just be back today, you know what I mean? Tidy up.
We won't talk about that too much.
And I'm trying to work on a new album that's hung up.
Yes.
Super dope, man, super dope. So let's get Em on for some final words tonight, man. And we'll wrap this shit up. Em can pick the last song we can wind out on. Like some straight G's. I don't know if you can call yourself a G anymore. Is that even politically correct to call yourself a G these days? I need fucking
straight P's, man.
G for Steg G. You know what I mean?
Straight P's.
Look at my hip hop vocabulary. It's Jesus. Two more tunes.
What's happening, Em?
Two more tunes could happen if people want it. The people seem to want it.
I just say, right, Em's a legend. Em used to stay out my way. Oh boy, Em used to stay in Allo, so mutual love and respect to me, that's something. The streets say,
Thank you very much. You're a legend, absolute legend. Keep going with the music, keep going with your shit, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, the grimy streets of Alloa. You mean that's fucking love. You know what I mean? Out there. So, the people want two more songs. What do you think the two songs should be? It's your show tonight.
Well, I'm going to leave it up to you. So Donna's saying,
I want Love Wins.
Donna wants Love Wins, but before that,
Okay.
Before that though, we're going to have There's Been a Murder and then Love Wins. Bit of bipolar, but we'll go with it. We'll rock with it, man. Can I just say though, before you do that, Steg and Davey, you are absolute legends, man. And I got Steg and Davey.
There's Been a Murder earlier. So let's play Love Wins, and also let's play something else, and let's let the people decide as well. We played There's Been a Murder earlier. Let's not play it again.
Oh, we didn't hear it. Sorry, we didn't hear it.
Then he played the tune I sent you, Steg. It's fucking shocking.
I've not got an opportunity to play it anyway, Hamish, tonight. Big shout out. I'll definitely check it for sure.
Fucking shocking.
Have you heard Mackenzie's new EP? Mackenzie's new EP is actual fire, man. Check that out if you can.
Yeah, man. Big shout to Mackenzie for sure. I've not had a chance to check it yet, but it's certainly on my weekend hit list to do.
Mackenzie, man. Mackenzie's amazing at what he does, man. For you. Yes.
And I need to check that now. Melrose and Shogun as well. It dropped today. Lots of good stuff dropped today, but busy putting our shit, so fucking not had a chance to check anyone else's. I'm sure they'll forgive us. You know what I mean? I'll catch up on that shit this weekend for sure. Anyway, so let us know in the comments what song we should finish. Let's play a little bit of Love Wins at the moment. I know it's the last song, but let's play it right now. Feels right now. Because you know what wins?
Love wins, man.
So fucking slow there, man. I'll take it as internet delay there.
I've just got offbeat timing.
Okay, so here we go, Trips. Let's have a listen to this and we'll have a chat after it. This one.
At the end of the day, my friend, even if it is a long day, and this is a long day, love wins. Always.
Whatever it is I'm feeling, yeah, I'm feeling it's dope. Yeah, can you dig it? Yeah, I can dig it. Said whatever it is I'm feeling, yeah, I'm feeling it's dope. Yeah, can you dig it? Yeah, I can dig it. Said whatever it is I'm feeling, yeah, I'm feeling it's dope. I've been digging on a rhythm, I've been feeling every note. I started rhyming this for cadence, getting keynotes in the flow, but now I'm on a roll, so here we fucking go. Yes, here we fucking go. I'm taking it back, I stay making them hits, making them tracks, dropping heavy jewels. I'm stating them facts. You're talking all that triple, late on wax. More than I could ask. I love this to the death of me, heavily crushing them that think they are ahead of me. Empress said it legendary. I came in straight telling you, talk it out, I walk it out, cause love wins anyway, and let me demonstrate. My life was on the brink till I attacked back with the energy through the ink. Tell me, what do you think would have happened if it wasn't for the rapping? I'd be snapped to a statistic in a blink. So I think love wins through the hurt and the pain. That's why you get the urge to do it again. Know what I'm saying? Love wins, hurt so much till it's sore, but never give up, just love a bit more. You know the score. Love wins, that's why the rapper spits raps and see it's actual facts. That's why I'm bringing it back, because love wins. I took a candle to the darkest of caves. I stalked across, I walked off and on a tightrope balance, thoughts as I cross, walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Cause I speak truthfully and ruthlessly as I give what I've got, bringing a lot, showing love is probably all that we've not got. Until it's time to Q-tip, breathe and stop. Was feeling lost in a dreamy mist of V's and rocks, and keeping thoughts out my head like CBT in the box. Believing lots as I seen it, I had reason to talk, revealing plots as I seen them. I put ease to the vox, run amok to the cross back to the blocks, preaching love at every hip hop shop. It's all we've got. Love wins through the hurt and the pain. That's why you get the urge to do it again. Know what I'm saying? Love wins. Hurt so much till it's sore, but never give up. Just love a bit more. You know the score. Love wins. It's why this rapper spits raps and see it's actual facts. That's why I'm bringing it back. Cause love wins. Love wins. And I'm sick of all these wannabes claiming that they're thugs, claiming they do drugs, but they're scared to give a hug. And I'm sick of all these plastic G's claiming that they're hard, snitching blatant in the bars, but too scared to make a mark. Break it apart like a mosaic painting. Where did I start? Attach it like an IV to the main beam straight in my heart, playing my part. Light a way for those still scared of the dark. An angel hearts came a long way from playing in parks, wheeled into the culture like I'm playing with sparks. I never gave up after failing in starts, gave yous my heart. Love wins through the hurt and the pain. That's why you get the urge to do it again. Know what I'm saying? Love wins. Hurt so much till it's sore, but never give up. Just love a bit more. You know the score. Love wins. It's why this rapper spits raps and see it's actual facts. That's why I'm bringing it back. Cause love wins. Love wins.
There is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there's beauty in the character, then there will be harmony at home. If there is harmony at home, there will be order in the nation. If there is order in the nation, there will be peace.
Yeah. See your lighters up. I don't have a lighter, but put your lighters up for that. Yeah.
Get your lighter. I think we smoke.
There you go, man. Get your phones up.
I've not got a lighter, so I'll just put my drink up.
Get your Jack Daniels up. Love wins. Album launch party. You know, we should have all been in McKill's right now, mad with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They do serve me in McKill's.
It doesn't matter, mate. You could have snuck a wee bottle in, no disrespect. You know what I mean? No disrespect. Love wins, mate. Love wins. Now, so big shout out to you all for coming on tonight, man. Really
Pleasure.
Good to see everyone. Tell us a wee bit about the voice of the skits that we just heard at the end of the album. Tell us a wee bit about who that is.
That's the amazing Victoria McNulty. She is fantastic. She's a poet, and she's her words are really captivating. She's just got a way of kind of speaking to your soul, and I thought that it was a really nice touch to have that on the album. We had a few, and we ended up not using them. But it's just Victoria, big up Victoria, man, all the time, because like she's a legend, a proper legend. Sick with a pen.
I liked what she was saying, man. It was cool.
Oh, definitely. See, if she was a rapper, she'd be lethal. She'd be absolutely lethal. If she was a rapper, I would fear her on.
Yeah, big shout out to Victoria for that, man. Definitely add something to the album for sure, man. Make sure you go and check it out. Love Wins is all about spreading that love, and to spread it, we need you to go and get some about you. It's a two-way process. Love you need to get to get it. True, man. You know what I mean? So spread it out there, man. Be good to yourself and folks around you. Let's check a final few comments before we're out of here, and we'll take a final word from Em, and she can pick the last song tonight, okay? So, big shout out to Westo. He says he loves that track. Big shout out to you, Westo. Big shout out to my main man, the F, or a man with many names, aka Junior Disbrawl. He says, dope track, listen to Work Boysies. I keep saying we need to get the F on here, but he's a UK hip hop legend.
Aye, man.
A lot of folks don't even know up here in Scotland, but they know once they get to know. So big shout out to you, Matt. Need to get you up for the chat soon. Glad you like the music. We're definitely loving yours as well, for sure.
Aye, man.
Big shout out to Mark. He says, awesome track. Okay, the one for the grafters, Scott says, that's a good shout. That's a good shout, man. It's a good shout. Shelton Mel says, Supreme, man. Yeah, it's a captures an emotion, that tune. There's lots of different emotions on the album. It's not just hardcore, it's which is M. You get to know a lot through the album. So make sure you go and check that out, man, and have good music in your ear holes. So what do you think the final song tonight should be?
When I hand it over to the people, man, what are you saying here?
Push, wet, cunts get slapped. Push, wet, cunts get slapped. Push. Grafting.
Cunts get slapped.
Okay, Grafton's a good shout. You know what I'm saying?
Actual raps. Have you actual raps? You've said that really. Actual raps, man.
I've got the whole album with Spotify here, so we can play anything from that. So yeah, let's go with that. People can check the other tracks on Spotify, Bandcamp. Make sure you're there. Be good to each other. Support local hip hop. Keep it positive. Shout out to CCTV. Big shout out to them for sure. Definitely lots of love for them. Shout out to Donna as well. And if I get M's other guest, Abby Normal, big shout out to her.
Yes.
And if I get your other guest name and I feel bad about that, Sorry. Big shout out to you. I need to see right before. I need to see an Instagram picture tonight of all using M's on the balloons up. All right. I need to have that. Okay, tonight I need to see all yous and M's in fact. Just snatches there, man. Boom. Last words on you tonight, pal. What you want to say?
Love wins. Man,
yeah, love wins. Hashtag love wins.
Yeah, it does, man. Definitely does.
Love wins.
And we're going to rock actual raps and we're going to get out of here, folks. Be safe, be cool, and we'll catch you soon.
Peace.
And latches on.
Peace. Peace off.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's no you rapping, saying that's you and your pals having a laugh. That's no your album song, that's a mixtape made at your pals gaff. The biggest laugh is you think you can actually rap. Get off the mic, but actually rapping these actual raps. That's no you rapping, saying that's you and your pals having a laugh. That's no your album song, that's a mixtape made at your pals gaff. The biggest laugh is you think you can actually rap. Get off the mic, but actually rapping these actual raps. Look, so that cracking son, into the mic. You hear my rapping, son, isn't it nice? I thought I made it clear that I played what I wrote. So you've got some cheek here, half step into a go. Yes, you know, that's what I came in saying. I stay successful and blessed with verses, charisma and brains. But I stay frozen cause there's Scottish in my veins, not cause I don't know the fuck I'm saying. I'm no playing, and my pen's on flames. Got my swords out and I'm slaying, leaving competition slain. Bodies chopped and ripped and named, taking shots at chicks this game. Hope you pop with a shit hot aim, we'll get this shit ripped out your frame. I watch a hater twitch in pain, you're the plug button switch, so what you doing? That's no you rapping, saying that's you and your pals having a laugh. That's no your album song, that's a mixtape made at your pals gaff. The biggest laugh is you think you can actually rap. Get off the mic, but actually rapping these actual raps. That's no you rapping, saying that's you and your pals having a laugh. That's no your album song, that's a mixtape made at your pals gaff. The biggest laugh is you think you can actually rap. Get off the mic, but actually rapping these actual raps. So think I'm gonna go bust. I trust I hit with a force of tempo, big twister. Just that face for the use it as a duster. Clean up the mess room here and a muster. The courage of a native, your general cluster. Hugs to the haters, get them all flustered. Just when I rupture, it'll disgust ya. Pop that bubble and I but bust ya. Now at the end of the flow, I'ma slow it right down. Change up the tempo, how you cunts like me right now. Bite down but you can't, cause the style's concrete. Plus I'm fair all the way from my den to the streets of Crete. It's sweet, who you you try to bump with and who you come in a cunt with. It's a different type of stunt and flex to get respect in different countries. Put my all in, you half-arse it. You're done, I barely started. Ask about me and find out I'm top billing for your fans and target market. Yeah, that's no you rapping, so that's you and your pals have been my laugh. That's no your album, so that's a mixtape made at your pals gaff. The biggest laugh is you think you can actually rap. Get off the mic, but actually rapping these actual raps. That's no you rapping, so that's you and your pals have been my laugh. That's no your album, so that's a mixtape made at your pals gaff. The biggest laugh is you think you can actually rap. Get off the mic, but actually rap.